At this point, I'd lost my sense of machismo towards the Aleutians, because I knew in my soul that they weren't bluffing. It wasn't fair, that they wanted to just cut us off from the real universes that we'd worked so fucking hard to get to. I didn't understand why they were like this, or what we'd done to deserve being rejected and caged. In that moment, I understood the rage that Mikree felt towards his creators. I'd been ready to grovel to the Greys, and they wouldn't even talk to us. Why are you the only ones who deserve the right to explore other dimensions? Why do you hate us? I screamed at the ceiling, shaking my fist. We've done nothing to you. We didn't ask to be made, however fucking weird you made us. You won't even talk to us, or give us the courtesy of knowing why you toy with us. The Aleutians sounded displeased over the PA.
We gave you so much, but it was never enough. We let you have the entirety of Keelam as your playground. We left it there for you. You could have had your own slice of the universe, but you needed the whole thing.
Couldn't you ask us nicely, just once, to go back? We never defied your explicit instructions. We didn't know you'd be pissed that we dared to step outside the electric fence. All we wanted was to be like you and to talk to you, and that's our crime? We should be banished back to the multiverse's cruelest pocket?
We told you not to seek us. You think seeking our power is any different? Your attempts to usurp us have grown much too quickly. Not to mention your willful contamination of Keelam by spreading soul materials and illusion innovations that will alter the balance of their universe.
Sophia hesitated. We just wanted to make everyone's life better. You could do a lot to help people. Is it really such a character flaw that we brought the Killiamites up with us?
You left an unguarded portal here, where any species could wander into it and die, or invade Keelam remotely and plunder it. You are careless in how you affect your environment, yet you think yourselves saints. You do not deserve custodianship over any universe.
You created them and think they are beneath you, Mikree accused. You consider them unworthy of the most basic kindness or consideration. You disgust me.
This does not involve you, Vaskar. We could have blinked you out of existence and saved your forefathers, but we never meddled. We thought you had an equal claim to your world. You do not know us.
I know that a creator should love his creation.
And we do. Why do you think we haven't killed them, despite the risks? We wanted so much to welcome humanity, arm in arm, but they are too dangerous, too power-hungry. They've proven what we already know to be true. We thought leaving them be could prevent the issue from coming about, yet here they stand. We must stop this.
I raised my hands defensively. Let's be reasonable. I don't know what we've done, but we'll stop it of our own volition. You just needed to communicate that. We don't want to fight with you. I agree that we should stop this. Like you said, we don't know you, and I wish that we could fix that, Sophia pleaded. Civilly. We're both civilized people who can talk out whatever's gone wrong. Humanity doesn't want to be your enemies. If you love us, then it's okay to give us a chance and express that. Please. The Aleutian's terse sigh sounded very human.
I'm sorry it came to this. We have to protect ourselves first and foremost, and the risks are becoming too great. When you know where the path leads, only a fool continues along it. Humanity must go back, or else all that we are will be lost. We cannot allow that.
What are you talking about? Please, make us understand, I begged, confounded by vague explanations that told us fuck all. Whatever you think the risk is, we could help. We can choose our destiny, surely.
We do not want to hurt you. We will allow you to live out your lives, but you cannot leave Sol ever again. You are too dangerous. It is not your fault. It is ours.
I shrieked, as I felt like spiders were walking up my leg. 1,000 itsy-bitsy buggers that made my skin crawl and sent shivers down. It was the slightest pressure that could barely be detected by the hairs. I swatted at my leg, unsure what was even moving on me, but the mass coalesced and injected something into my skin before my flailing could do anything. Some kind of drug in my bloodstream. Were they sedating me? The effects were kicking in within seconds, making me feel loopy and sluggish. We know we're dangerous. Sophia seemed a bit panicked as she staggered unsteadily up to the cockpit. Her facial features were beginning to droop. We haven't hurt anyone. We made friends. You would take that away through no fault of our own? Hey, Mikree noticed, or perhaps detected our odd behaviour. What are you doing to them? Stop altering their consciousness. I cursed as my movements became quite heavy and non-compliant. A panic attack was kicking in, stirring something animalistic in my brain. I can't be drugged and captured by aliens again. Hey, jerk-off! What the fuck are you going to do with us?
We're not going to hurt you. It's a paralytic. It's necessary for transporting soul individuals when we have in-person contact.
There was a thud as a vehicle attached to our hull, and the docking hatch opened automatically through some nanobot bullshit.
We'd like to see how your time in Keelam affected you. Perhaps we can learn, maybe fix this. Someday. We'll run a few tests, then take you home for good. This is the end of the road.
With the last of my strength, I tilted my chin upward to get a glimpse of the border. The illusion was present in the flesh, with a head that looked much too large for its body, and sympathy gleaming within empty black pools. The fabric they wore still reminded me of a chainmail, and I could see metal bands that looked like lug nuts around their wrists. The alien seemed to vibrate with power, as if the entire universe would heed its commands. A case of instruments floated in on its own behind them, and they carefully set it up with 5 weathered fingers. Those look a lot like our manipulators. Did they take inspiration for how to shape us from their own form? Because that's odd as fuck. Maybe we're not that different from Mikree, artificially made to mirror certain features.
That's the first of the equipment. I promise I'll be quick and as painless as possible. This will be our last chance to gather any data on you, because once we close the portal, no one will be able to access Sol, and we must never open that door for you again, the illusion murmured.
I felt extremely out of it, groaning with my tongue longing a bit. I couldn't lose consciousness. Why? Close Sol Tunnel. Why?
We have to, or you could break out on your own. That's how all of you are harvesting your negative energy. You can't actually generate it, so you won't be able to build any more portals. It'll stop you from getting out again. Clever ones you are. I do pity you.
My head fell sideways against the seat, and I was unable to move. 1,000 memories of captivity with Laramak set in. I remembered what it was to feel horrible and wish to die, and little else. The panic bubbling in my chest while I was fully conscious and could do nothing to so much as twitch a finger was unbearable. I strained to ground myself and keep my wits about me. All I could see was the sliver of the untapped universe out of the window, out of my peripheral vision. I wanted to escape and to get away from this nightmare, anywhere but here, even into that foreign vacuum if I had to. Wait a second. I've seen this play out before. This was the vision I had before we went to Doros. Oh god, I know what Mikree is going to say. Poor Mikree. I can't believe I misjudged his reasons so deeply. I'm still fucking biased against him. He loves us so much, and we might never see him again. I can't bear that thought. No, Mikree whirred, a pleading tone to his voice. You can't take Preston and Sophia away from me. Let me keep them. Just them. The Aleutian stared at the android for a long second.
I see the pain in your code, but I can't do that. Leaving any human genetic material out in the open will create a non-zero risk of a hidden population forming. We have to be certain. You must accept that this is the only outcome where we all live, Mikree.
You will not take them from me. They are my everything. You must die! Mikree charged at the Aleutian in a rage, his metal claws outstretched with a diabolical expression. No glowing red eyes were needed. The grey alien seemed unsurprised by the attack, though if it could truly peer inside of the android's code, it already knew what the Tin Can's course of action would be. Humanity's creator held up slender fingers and flicked its wrist. With a magnetic pulse from its wrist clasp, it sent the Vaskar flying back to the wall. The Aleutian gave Mikree a stern look of warning, as my friend stood back up.
Do not do that again. Run the calculation. You cannot win.
Then Mikree's voice had become a visceral growl, and he braced himself to charge with murder glowing in his LEDs. I will make you kill me! Sophia forced her lips to move, alarm evident in the slurred words. Mikree! No! Don't! The robot rushed the Aleutian in a frenzy, whirring like a tea kettle. He jumped at the scientist like a tiger lunging at prey. The grey alien had lost patience with Mikree's aggression and flung him back at the wall with more force. The android tried to stand before he'd even hit the ground. Our creator tightened his fist, ripping both Vaskar legs off with a mere gesture. The crazed robot tried to drag himself forward on his arms, but our captor twisted those off effortlessly too. My best friend laid helplessly on the floor, while I could do nothing to aid him. Enough! The Aleutian exclaimed.
You gain nothing through this stunt.
Mikree screamed, sounding almost like a human. I will dig out your intestines and embed them into your bone marrow. I will find your planets, your family, and rain my own nanobots over every homestead. They'll inject every skin follicle with sulfuric acid. You will hear my laughter in your dreams as I relish every second of your agony. I'll rip off your small dick and feed it your The grey alien sighed with exasperation and crashed its thumb and pointer fingers together, like it was squashing a mosquito. I saw a thin white streak shimmer over the thick cords of Mikree's neck, slipping between them to explode his voice box. The nanobots then reassembled back into the Aleutian's chainmail, recalled from Mikree, this vessel, and myself. The ship's engine came back to life, though it wasn't doing much good. Nothing was. The Grey frowned with disappointment, checking that all of its equipment was in order.
That was unpleasant. Anyhow, I can only focus on so many tasks at once, so I'm afraid I have to return to my ship to levitate the rest of the tools in here. I apologize, since I know that will extend your discomfort. I wish things could be different.
They could, Sophia choked out. You can stop this.
I can't stop your insatiable desire for knowledge. As your creators, we shouldn't have even bothered to try. We know that much about you. If it makes you feel any better, you are all that we hoped you'd be. You are so much like us. In other circumstances, we would be proud. I'll be right back.
The Aleutian departed back through the docking hatch, and Drake tried to summon any shred of strength to take advantage of his absence. Rage boiled even within my adult soul, seeing the Vaskar lying in a broken heap on the floor. Mikree was unmoving, with each of his limbs dismembered and his voice stripped away. I didn't know if he had been killed, but he sure as shit didn't look alive to me. No one hurt my Mikree. This big-headed freak was going to pay. Adrenaline wore a semblance of feeling back into my fingers, and I tried to push with my digits just enough to shift my body. I pushed myself toward the console, crashing nose first into the raised buttons. Ow! I inched my arm up along my thigh, then with every fibre of willpower I had left, hoisted it onto the throttle. My hand caught onto the grip, and I groaned from the exertion of those tiny motions. Well, that was great. What now?
Forward.
and pull the ship slightly to the right. A precognitive whisper pushed the thought into my head. It was a ray of inspiration, right when I needed any form of an idea. Seeing no other option than to trust that particular whim, I shoved the throttle forward. I used my fingertips to make my limp body fall toward the control column and managed to hook my chin on it. A final burst of effort allowed me to push my weight to the right before I toppled out of my chair onto the floor. My weary eyes stared up at the start, and I saw the visual effect of us running into a cleverly concealed warp field. That made no sense. Who the hell would have left a portal nearby to warp us out? Because judging by everything Mikree's attacker had said, I didn't think the Aleutian Empire had anything to do with it.